gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Yes!
And the rube, and the rube.
Yes! It's Friday. Get me Rebecca Black right now. Bring her in the studio.
I heard she's hot now.
She is hot now.
Hachi machi.
Rebecca Black is not only talented now, but she is fucking hot. And if you were a young man who's got something in your loins for Rebecca Black, go look at her fucking Instagram now. She's hot. She's got a rack on her, and she's back, dude. She's back. I'm happy to see it. Her life could have gotten ruined after that whole shit.
Yeah.
Like, she made an Instagram post or a Twitter post that just said, "Hey, thanks for all the positivity." She's on one of the singing shows. And thanks for all the positivity and love. Like, it was a really hard, dark time. I can't imagine going through high school as Rebecca Black. I'm sure you got fucking...
And you were, like, trying to be cool.
Yes. And I'm sure you got killed every day by everybody in high school. And then every dude was trying to fuck you. Just
And
to
now...
say, I fucked the Friday girl.
Yeah.
And you're just like, ugh. And now she's getting her revenge. She's back.
But
she's
now
hot.
looking at it through, like, an older lens, you could be like, I defined... Like, no one can say it's Friday.
Yeah.
Without
me
leading...
Yeah.
Without, like, saying the rest of that phrase.
Yeah.
Friday. So, like, now as she gets older and older, she's going to be like, dude, I fucking started a revolution.
Mm-hmm.
The word Friday will never be the same.
Ever.
So I hope that she kind of grows into that.
It will never be the same. So do I. And get you some, Rebecca Black. Get you some.
Yeah.
Now, Drake, on the other hand, his new song dropped last night.
How do you feel about it?
Toosie is the name of it. I feel like Drake is just making songs for TikTok right now.
If you're smart, that's what you do.
It is. And I said this a few weeks ago about Drake. I was going back through his essentials on his essential catalog on Apple, Apple Music.
Oh, you went down a Drake hole?
I did. I went down a Drake hole numerous days in a row, dude. And I said on the show, look, man, if I've ever had slander against Drake, I'd take it back. I was unaware how many fucking hits you had. This new song, I do not like. I can tell you this. I do not like it on the first listen. It is going to be a worldwide smash #1 hit. Mm-hmm. And you give me 2 weeks where this is pounded into my fucking eyeballs and ears every single day for the next 2 weeks, I will start slide, right foot, left foot, slide, right, whatever the fuck it is, like Michael Jackson. It is the most, you can tell there is a 20-second chorus in this. I want you to listen to it today. There's a 20-second chorus in this that is specifically built for 800 million girls, for white girls from 14 to 17 to make videos to for the next 2 months. And this song is going to be a mega smash hit, and you're going to see it everywhere on everyone's Instagram, TikTok, all that other bullshit. And look, at this point, it might be the smartest business move.
Yeah.
Just make a song for TikTok.
Do you want to do the video or?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you why. LeBron James, I promise you, like at some point, he woke up in a panic this morning, LeBron James, at 6 a.m., and was waking up his whole family to make a fucking TikTok video to the new Drake song. I will give that, right now it is 11:50 a.m. Here on the East Coast. I will give that till 5 p.m. That's LeBron James, 5 p.m. his time. But we'll go PST on that because he's out in L.A. Yeah. I'll give him till 5 p.m. until he has a TikTok video and an Instagram with him and his family doing this Toosie song for Drake.
In their mansion.
And they'll be in the kitchen dancing and 5 p.m. PST. Anybody wants to bet me on that, you're welcome to it. I wish on mybookie.com we could bet on that.
I know you miss it, don't you?
Promo code Drinkin Bros Casino if you're out there. Yes, I do. I do miss it. Hopefully this UFC fight stays on so we can all come together and get in on it. I feel bad for my bookie, by the way. I kind of got fucked in this whole sitch. I feel bad for our ticket guys too, Benny the Ticket Guru. their business, man. That's their
I
whole
know.
livelihood. And it's like,
I know.
we worked with mybookie.com for 2 years now. And, I know those guys pretty well over there. They've always been good to us, and I enjoy using their site. And it's, you're down to now betting on NBA players playing themselves in video games, and that starts tonight on ESPN. And that is no lie. That is the craziest shit of all time. It's a big flex, if you're going global with your own. What are you going to do tonight? Man, I am not making $90 million a year right now in the NBA, but I am in a tournament where I'm playing myself in a video game where you can win $2 million tonight on ESPN. Strange, man.
Yeah.
Strange.
Right.
And the weird part about it is all those players are actually great at the video game. And I was thinking about it. I was like, man, why is that? And I was like, well, what's the fucking most vain thing you could do is play yourself in a video game? That would be rad all day, right? And then I thought, hey, if Ross Patterson was an NBA player, what would he do? Play himself in a video game all day long. So I'm not even going to shit on them. Go get it, dude. Go get it. If I saw a little cartoon me just dunking on people, just draining threes, oof, you couldn't stop me from playing myself all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing with?
Playing myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you missed a word.
Playing
you
with
did not
myself.
miss a word.
That probably comes hand in hand. Some of these single cats that are
Dong
out there.
in hand, yeah.
Yeah, dong in hand. They're probably going themselves in a video game, Pornhub, back and
Yeah,
forth.
boom,
and then
bang,
yeah.
boom, boom, bang, boom,
Boom,
bang,
bang,
boom, bang,
boom,
boom,
bang,
boom,
bang,
bang,
boom,
bang, boom, bang. Brooke, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but I agree with you.
What did she say? What is Bayou Brooks saying? Is she in here?
She can't understand the women in their 30s doing TikTok.
I can't. Hey, Brooke, if you're out there, we'll answer some people.
But I
on-
don't know. I don't think Brooke does TikTok. I've not seen any.
Doesn't
of
matter.
that.
My
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
My opinion is not going to change if she does or doesn't.
Right.
If you're
I don't
over
think she
the
does
age
though, for the record.
of 18, as soon as you turn 18, the government should shut off your TikTok account because you're too fucking old for that bullshit. That should be the rules. If not, everybody goes over to Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I watch it. I'll get lost
go
in
over
the
to
TikTok,
Instagram.
but I can't. I think Jax wants to start doing it. So you can't have a TikTok account without your parents
Oof.
because they're not allowed to. They'll
And
like cut
they
you.
shouldn't. Yeah.
No, they shouldn't. But
Yeah.
like, if he wants to do it,
Yeah, that's fine. Go
right?
ahead.
Like
Yeah.
that's what it's made for.
Kids.
Kids.
Yeah, kids.
To like do dances and learn stuff like we used to do when we were younger. You start with your back turned. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
And then you go
Yeah.
to Janet Jackson Escape.
Yeah, my only caveat is this. TikTok is owned by a Chinese firm, and they are ripping all your info. And I know this has been out there for a while. And then,
For sure,
and by the
but
way,
I mean,
because the
that I
FBI,
don't
the
care
FBI
about.
said, "Hey, man, they're just stealing all your kids and all your info and all that other shit."
Well, they're not stealing your kids, but
It's next. All of a sudden,
that's very alarmist, I feel.
all of a sudden, there's gonna be little Chinese flags in your kid's bedroom, and you're like, "How the fuck did
stealing
that
your
happen?"
kids.
Yeah, it was like, man.
I mean,
They went from listening to Nicki Minaj to having a picture of Mao Zedong, General Mao, in the background of their rooms with a little tiny Chinese flag. And you're like, how the fuck did that happen? Subliminally in the background on the TikTok. You can't hear it, but if you just raise the volume a tad, you can hear old Mao Zedong speeches like out in Tiananmen Square. And you're just like, Jesus Christ. Slowly indoctrinating our children to the Chinese way. Did I take it too far?
TikTok. Yeah,
Maybe.
no. And no, I think you're fair to think that.
Can I tell you why I think that? The FBI just released a statement about 2 hours ago that said, watch out for Zoom. Zoom is the next one that people are taking over, and they're calling it Zoom bombing right now. So since everybody is on Zoom, people are hacking into their Zoom accounts. And the latest one was a professor today giving a speech to like all these elite professors around the world. And he's drawing a diagram on a screen or whatever. Somebody Zoom bombed him last night, drew a huge dick on his screen, and then wrote the N-word. And the other there was I guess like 40 teachers in this conference for like 40 professors from around the world, and he has no way to explain what's going on to them. And he goes, he did an interview this morning, and he goes, all I could see was like their shocked faces, and I have no way to say because I don't know that it's going on my screen. So he goes, I didn't know it until later, but I have no way to say that I'm not drawing a penis on the screen for you, and I didn't write the N-word. And he goes, I'm mortified. So he had to go to the press and say, hey, man, I'm really sorry about this. Here's what's happening. It reminds me of the story you told a few weeks ago where they were getting into the baby monitors and hacking those.
Well, that they did, but then they someone was doing a Zoom class or Zoom call, and I think it was like New Zealand, whatever. Someone hacked in and was just like running around naked in one of the squares.
Yes.
Yeah, streaked basically.
So
Norwegian, that's right.
Yeah.
Those fuckers are so weird always, huh? It's always a Norwegian. But anyway, yeah, I think you have to like care about stuff like that. The baby monitor one,
ooh, it's creepy.
was really creepy, and I don't need that kind of bullshit for my kids. They're already scared enough, although I did laugh at that video.
Yeah, Zoom bombing is what it's called, and they did a huge expose on it this morning on the news, and I was like, man,
The baby
we're at
monitor
peak
one
2020.
is really funny, actually.
We are at peak 2020, dude, with this shit. Because remember Zoom just kind of popped up, their stock is going through the roof,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, oh, we're going to Zoom all day long, and that took, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, before what?
Tops. 2 weeks tops before it
Got hacked?
got hacked, yeah. And it's just like, oh, all right, cool. That's what we're doing now. Drawing dicks on screens. And that's my expertise. Like, shit.
Oh, dick drawing?
Real hanging brains,
Oh,
running dicks.
I have a question. What's the origin of tummy sticks?
Tummy sticks, yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Tummy sticks, the origin to me, the first time I heard it was in Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
So tummy sticks is
It's masturbating, right?
no, it's two dudes with their dicks on top of each other, and you're kind of tapping each other's tummies with it, you know?
Oh, okay.
So you're lying in bed together,
I thought it
just
was a
kinda playing tummy sticks.
masturbating thing.
No,
And then I was confused.
you're just kind of slapping it around. Just
I guess
kinda,
you could do it to
kind of
yourself.
teasing each other with it, you know? It would be one tummy stick, though. You'd have to take off the
Oh,
S.
it wouldn't be sticks.
You couldn't
yeah.
pluralize it.
It wouldn't be an X,
No. Yeah. You gotta.
which is how I spell it. Yeah. Tummy sticks
Oh.
with an X. Like the
It's like people who spell boys with YZ at the
yeah,
end. You're just like,
YZ.
all right, here we go.
Hanks.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Hanks. He made it out of this shit. He's alive.
Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah, everybody's. You're
So.
fine. You're fine.
You're fine. He got the thing that everyone should be getting, but we can't because they're in short supply or whatever it may be. But yeah, he got cured for sure.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Hanks is back. He's fine. He's back in
Hanks.
America. Not only
He's
that,
back in America.
but he flew back into the nation's biggest hot zone, LA.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
smiling with his wife.
why not?
Because when you're rich, this shit is not a big
No,
deal.
it doesn't matter at all.
According to, I mean, everything I'm learning from celebrities right now is like they're fine
Yeah, everybody's
because
good.
they're rich, and I'm glad that they're letting me know that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, just so you know, if you're rich, you could just be like peaceful and joyous, and you don't have to really worry about this stuff.
It's a great time. If I read this one more time, it's a great time to reconnect with my family.
Reconnect with your family.
Oh, is it? Because
Is it?
Usually the nanny's there, so yeah, why not? Get to know your kids, Kim Kardashian.
No, but that's something fucking rich people say. Because when you're out of fucking work and you're worried about how to pay the bills, you're not trying to reconnect with anything but a fucking bottle.
Yes.
And I agree with you.
100%. Man,
Don't fucking tell me that shit.
I think we told the audience that I'm a Truly girl now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little Truly girl. Ooh.
You tell anybody that will listen.
I'm a
Yep.
Truly girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off the claws now. Truly's got more taste, and they're stepping up their game. They got new flavors. Pomegranate.
Pow.
You can buy it by the 6-pack now, which is what I've done to try all the different flavors. So I was shocked and surprised at how many I've run through this week. Almost a little embarrassed.
It really just doesn't affect you anymore, huh?
No. So I went through a 6er of the pomegranate Trulies, right? Because I'm a little Truly girl. Delicious. And you know what's sitting up next on deck next for tonight? Shit, not even tonight, an hour. I'm an hour away from fucking Trulies at this point. Watermelon.
They have watermelon?
Yeah, they
Ooh,
do.
Good for you.
Time to ring,
Ding, 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 ding.
Reel that in.
I will be,
You'll be what?
I'll be making a puking emoji cake.
Oh, that's right. So
Our kid is fucking weird as shit,
Yeah.
and I always have to do weird ass shit for him.
Which is cool because I was weird
It's
too.
cool, I guess, but I
He's
need
cool.
to figure out how to do
He's
it.
cool. So it's our son is turning 6 tomorrow, and we're having a private birthday party because everybody else is a fucking pussy. I was, because you and I
I don't
talked
know.
about it,
I
and I
think
was just
people.
like, hey,
No, I mean, I think if I asked
invite
people,
everybody over. I don't give a shit.
Look, I know. I think if I did, they would come, but I don't know how comfortable they would be with it. So I'm like, you don't want to be like, hey, come over and have them put them in the position of being like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm done with making people feel comfortable. You know, have been
Feel
for a while.
uncomfortable?
Just make them feel comfortable. Like, hey man, I'm gonna do this, and either you can do it or not, and I really don't give a shit. But I'll say this: as a great mom that you are, he wanted an emoji birthday party,
Yeah.
which I didn't know was a thing.
I didn't either.
Well, there's a movie about the emojis and all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he asked you for a puking emoji birthday cake.
Yep.
Okay. And
Well, he asked me for a puking emoji pillow. Everything he wanted was puking emoji. I could not find that. Out of all the emoji decorations, surprisingly,
yeah, the puking one is hard to find.
they have the poop one. The
Yeah, oh,
poop pinata, which is what I got.
The poop emoji is everywhere. The pillows, the fucking thing.
Everything. He has a hat. He
Yeah.
has an poop emoji hat.
If you would have told
Which
me a
he'll-
pile of shit, a smiling pile of shit with googly eyes was going to be on everything that we own, I'd have told you could probably just kick me right in the dick and then call me Sally. 'Cause
Sure.
That's not a thing.
Sure.
It is now.
It is now. And so the only thing that I can do is make the cake myself of puking emoji.
And you'll rock it too.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, you will.
We'll see.
You're always able to pull off shit. We're going to put that pork butt in tonight at 11.
And I don't see Gordon on here,
Tonight
but I
we
think
dance.
he said, did you say 206? Put it at 206 for
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are
Anyway,
you talking about Gordon Wagner?
yeah.
Gordon Wagner, write down the
he
time and
said
we'll look it up
12.
here.
I think he said if you're going to go 12 hours, you can go like 208
Okay.
and put it on at midnight. I don't know. Let me
All right.
know.
Let us know, Gordon Wagner. We'll peep it.
And
Beep
the
it.
only one I could get was 14 pounds, bro. So like this is, I need I mean, I'll figure it out, but I don't know if anyone.
Lamb.
Oh, Black Betty, bam,
Lamb,
bam, 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 bam,
I'm amped
bam,
for that.
bam, bam.
I am amped for that tomorrow. I can tell you that.
I don't
Jessie.
know how it's gonna turn out, but
It's going to turn out great. All your
We
shit turns out
got,
great. Now, whether it's going to be on time or not, it's a different story, but
yeah, exactly. So it's like let's put it in 11. I don't know.
put that bitch in an hour.
Low and slow.
It'll be ready by
Low
2
and
p.m.
slow,
tomorrow.
Chris. You got
What's
it
up, big
right.
dog?
You got it right.
What's up, big dog?
And then I got a bounce house for just him and his brother. I think it'll be good only because his brother's very young, and so there won't be other kids in there to like knock him around. He can
Yeah, but
actually
he's-
like go on
He's
it.
very light. So once that first bounce comes, you're going to see his little arms and legs teetering all over the place.
Yeah, but that's fine because there's no other parents there to judge how I'm parenting.
At all. And I'll be in there. I'll get in the fucking bouncy house. Since we ordered one just for our child.
I'll be drinking in there for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. I'm just going to put a sign out in the yard. COVID free. Come in the bounce house.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I might tell him to pick it up the next day.
Yeah, why not? What the fuck else are they doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want them to put any time limits on my shit.
Because we got to.
'Cause fuck you, dude.
So,
Fuck you, dude.
if anybody knows the bounce house people, it is very exotic Joe, that world.
It's very.
So we've had this same woman for 3 or 4 years who does the bounce
Yeah.
house. She doesn't watch the show, so I don't really give a shit. If she knows what a podcast is, I'd be fucking shocked. If she's not
She's
using
great,
a flip
though.
phone,
She's great.
she's great. But it's this old woman, and she's got a limp as well. She's got a
She's
limp
got
and
the
a
same cane, I
same
think,
crutch,
on the same side.
same Tiny Tim like crutch, and
she has like a group of Travis Maldonados, if
yes,
you will,
correct.
that kind of do everything for her, and she sort of points.
They
them-
maybe lay with her at some point.
Maybe very Ozark, right?
Yeah.
God, can they stop with that shit?
We'll get to that in a sec. But so the last time she was there, because we've ordered them for 3 or 4 years, they're the only bounce house place that'll get back to you immediately and get the shit out. You know?
Oh yeah. No, she answers it's her cell phone. She answers
Yep.
all the time.
All day long. So, she's efficient, but she'll have these like 3 younger men, early 20s, come and set it up. And then
Who've
she'll
fallen on hard times themselves. It seems it's very
exotic
it's
Joe.
the same
Very
thing.
Joe exotic.
It's the same thing.
And the last time that they were at the house, because she doesn't do the nighttime pickup. Usually she's like, I got to pick it up at nights. I gotta pick it up before the sun goes down. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm not gonna
That's how she talks.
I'm not gonna do that shit this time.
And here's
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
be like, no, you can get it in the morning.
and she goes, well, there's a storm coming in. It's going to get water in it. We're going to have a hard time getting that water out. And I'm
Okay,
like,
but
no.
this one, thankfully, is a wet or dry.
Is it really?
It's
Good.
a wet or a dry.
Yeah.
So I ordered it dry. If it rains, then I get a bonus.
Holla.
I get it wet for free of charge.
Hear me this, exotic Josie. I don't give a goddamn if Hurricane Sandy rolls through tomorrow. We're keeping that bitch an extra day. I'll slide you a hundo. I'll slide to the right. I'll Toosie it.
No,
I'll
I
Toosie it.
think she should be happy to. Sorry, but
to leave
be
it an extra
getting-
day. Whatever, man.
no, to be
Some
getting
business.
to be getting some business. I don't think
Yeah.
people are having parties right now. So if you don't mind, I bought a really expensive one, and can you please just leave it till the next day so that I could drink wine in it like I want to?
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, if there is one purchase on this planet where you could get coronavirus, it's probably a bouncy house. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I may do a
leave
little.
it,
I may do a quick
Sally.
wipe down
they
when
are.
it gets here.
They're doing their own wipe downs, I guess.
Well, there was one company that did, but I hope. You never know with Josie. You never know with Josie Maldonado Passage.
Yeah, exactly.
She may not wipe it down. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. So I think I'll go in there and give it a little 409 spray.
Yeah, give it a little. Do that noise. There it is.
Yeah, and just kind of clean that up before the boy comes. And then I'm using another local company called Sleeptastic.
Sleep no more.
Sleep Tents or something. Sleep no more. Yeah, and they're gonna scare the shit out of him in the middle of the night. It's really
so
cool.
what it is humans painted as tents.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
put your kids in it, and then the humans come to life.
It's called Sleepy TP.
LLC.
I
like that, actually.
It's cute.
That's clever.
So they're gonna come and set us up a little
All right.
sleepover upstairs with tents and like goodie bags for him and like little mattresses for all of us to hang out.
All 4 of us? 3 of us?
It's gonna be 3. I didn't know how many to get.
No, that's what it is.
Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's afraid. Just go get the virus,
No,
and you'll be
I
fine
mean,
after it.
It's
promise you.
not. It's not that people are afraid.
Yeah.
They're just all trying to do the right thing,
I guess.
and you also don't want to only invite. So it can only be a certain amount of people, right? So you don't want to have to start choosing between your friends. Like, it's just easier. And again, I said to you the other night, this is the last year that I think it would be acceptable for him to not have friends around and just be with his family. It's like from 5 to 6. After that, it's gone. Like he is friends or nothing. Like he will never want to hang out with me again.
I understand.
He'll only want to be with his friends. So there is something, I hate to be a fucking celebrity bullshit about it, but there is something kind of nice about that, is that I will get to hang out with him.
One more year, yeah.
I will get to hang out with him the whole time.
Yeah.
And
totally.
like be his buddy on his birthday.
Yeah. And that'll be fun.
Maybe not. I might just be like, get the fuck out of here.
Or he's like, Mom, get out. You're cramping my shit.
Yeah,
I'm
and
trying
I'm
to
like-
watch Zach King on YouTube.
I know, but I'm like, you don't have any other friends here. He's like, I don't care. You're not going to replace them.
Yeah, you're not good enough.
Yeah. So it'll probably be a lot of that.
He hands you a face cut out of one of his other friends and wear it. Wear the mask of my other friends.
Exactly.
I want to be with them.
Sleep no more.
Sleep
Can you
no more.
imagine if I hired that company? Isn't it the guy that in Nashville that like
We
scares
went.
you to fucking death?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I took you in New York. It was that play in a warehouse, the interactive play in a warehouse called Sleep No More.
It's a choose your adventure sort of thing, but everyone wears masks and you kind of
fucking
go
awesome.
throughout.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was amazing.
It was
It will never happen again. It's out of business by this point.
Ah,
Oh no.
true. I don't know.
No, you can't. You can't do it.
Either way, it was awesome. So you walk through this warehouse with strangers, and they even pulled us apart. You and I weren't together, right?
No, that was my choice.
Yeah, obviously.
Just joking.
And then you kind of find your partner later throughout the whole journey of the shit, and it was awesome, man. And it was like,
very eyes wide shut.
Yeah, couples fighting in one room.
Yeah,
somebody
dying, killing someone. You're like, oh my gosh! And then you like follow where they ran to like
drag the body out. Bartenders, and you get drunk the entire time. There's a bar on the roof, bar in the basement. Like, great. It's a blast if you get to go.
And like
one
of the like actors comes over and like kisses you and stuff, starts making out with you.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't that happen to me? I don't know if it happened to you.
I got fingered.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, I'm definitely not sleeping no more now.
Sleeping no more now.
No more now. I got a finger in the old beehole.
Man.
Fun, that'd be fun. Real fun.
Fun.
But to the bouncy house thing with the fucking cleanliness and all that other bullshit.
Sure.
So our guy here who runs this entire cargo district in Wilmington, he is like a master craftsman of like, he does all the interior design for what do you call that? Construction. General contracting. There you go. GC, general contracting. Appreciate it, Jamie. 1 for 1 today. 1 for 1 today. Wouldn't get that out of Alec. Can tell you that much in his Googling skills. No, but I asked him, I said, what's it like for you? And he goes, man, it's fucking bullshit out there.
Right.
Because he's working, right? And so I had to meet with him today about putting, they're required to put some ventilator or some bullshit in our building. And I was just like, all right, cool. And he goes, it's bullshit out there. And I was like, how so? Like, explain to me what's going on your side. And he goes, man, and I'll try to imitate his voice. Man, I got crews that are quitting because they're saying they don't feel safe. And the problem is, I know they just want to get the unemployment, but you can't get unemployment if you quit. Because we're still working and the crews are under 10, so fuck you. And I was like, man, and I feel like that's going on a lot of places. Like, because he said he talked to the city attorney here in Wilmington, and he said the city attorney told him that the biggest complaints they're getting is from like Lowe's and Home Depot. Yeah. And the workers are saying shut them down. Shut down Home Depot, shut down Lowe's. And the city attorney is just like, hey, man, I'm not shutting down $1 billion corporation just so you don't have to work. Because that's all they want.
Why would Home Depot be open still?
Because you need supplies. Like that is an essential place. Okay. Yeah, dude. I mean, you need wood, soil, all the things that they provide, light bulbs. I mean, they have toilet paper. They got toilets. They got fridges. Like, what happens if your fridge goes out? What happens if your AC goes out? Like, everything is at Home Depot.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. Or Lowe's. And what's happening is, because they're minimum wage, they would get a higher salary, most of the part-time people, by filing for unemployment versus actually working. Therefore, they're the ones that are calling saying, shut this down, I feel unsafe, coronavirus-wise. And he's just like, he goes, man, I'm going to be honest. The other shit that I'm seeing is disgusting. And I was like, oh, yeah, what other shit? And he goes, no, man, I'm talking about actual shit. And I was like, huh? And he goes, we own a bunch of buildings for college students. And he goes, they didn't prepare at all, so they don't have any toilet paper. And he goes, man, when I open up these pipes that are underground, I'm pulling out T-shirts with fraternity logos, and they've just been wiping their ass, flushing it down the toilet. I'm pulling out underpants, panties, and he goes, I'm going to be honest with you. It's more disgusting than the coronavirus itself. And he goes, I don't want to reach in there and grab out all this shit or what kids have been wiping their asses with. He goes, I'd rather get the goddamn COVID. I'd rather get the COVID than that, man. And I'm dying laughing. I was like,
I love him, by the way.
I didn't even think about that. And he goes, yeah, man. He goes, because if you don't get the toilet paper, what else are you wiping your ass with?
Sure.
And I was like, yeah. He goes, man, the weird things that I found a Mountain Dew bottle, a 2-liter, just with a slice of shit on it. And I was like, oh, man, that's kind of genius, because if you think about it, right, if you're out of T-shirts, right, you still got to wear T-shirts around. You can only get rid of sun or cut the sleeves off to wipe your ass with and then flush it. A smooth 2-liter, all blown up. If you blew up a 2-liter full of Mountain Dew, like a Mountain Dew bottle, sliding that through your butt cheeks, that's not that bad. You know? Like if you're trying to you're looking for something to white whip, that's nice. That's a nice smooth plastic that's coming through you.
Why are you doing that?
That's what got flushed. So he said kids are wiping their asses. He goes, I found a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew with Dookie on it because that's what they're using to wipe their asses with. He goes, you name it. He goes, you name it. It has been flushed down the toilet, and I'm seeing it in the goddamn drain. And he goes, so what he's saying is all of these buildings are reporting plumbing problems, and then when he goes and opens up the drain, that's what's in there across the board. And it was just like, yeah. And full disclosure, I've been there, bro. I've been there non-virus, non-pandemic in college. There was the bathroom in college was like in the middle of the hall, and it was these long hallways because a fuck ton of kids, 65,000 kids that go to Ohio State, right? Mm-hmm. There was so many nights where I was.
Is that where you went?
Yeah. I know, weird, right? I've never talked about it.
No,
once,
I just didn't know if everybody knew.
Anyways, Jesus Christ.
I'm joking, bro.
Just a momentum train was right through the thing. Anyways, there was nights where I was fucked up, and it was like, man, just walking 30 yards down a hallway, I couldn't do it. I could not do it, and I would just lean over the side of the bed. Whatever cup was there, I'd piss on it. I'd piss right in it, slide it underneath the bed, and then when I got up the next day, go out and just dump it in the fucking sink, you know? And then I would throw the plastic cup out because it was some form of big gulp. You know, it was like the big gulp cups that were like 32 ounces. That's what you could get the most piss in. So therefore, I was just throwing out cups. Now, whoever had to clean up all those cups, I wasn't the only one doing it. Mm. Cups full of piss. So all of this makes total sense. Like,
right.
Because right there, maybe, a mile away, Alec, is UNCW? A little more than that. Yeah, a couple miles down the road, UNCW. So it's like, come on, man. I've seen some of those kids. And especially some of the hipsters. Dude, you know they're just using beanies. Just pulling a beanie off their head. Having a quick dump out sesh, wiping out, throwing the beanie away. Socks, knit caps, everything. Washcloths, all of it. And that's what he's finding. And I'm like, dude.
Gerbils.
I get it. And he goes, I'm going to get more sick from this shit. Squirrels, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just a nice taxidermy squirrel going on this one. He goes, I'm going to get more sick than I ever could from this fucking virus. And he goes, So there
you go. Yeah.
And he goes, my kid's sicker than a dog. And he goes, I don't know if it's COVID or just from the shit. And I was like, I don't either, man. That's kind of where we're at. And then you and I last night were at a weird stage in Ozark. And I know we said we're getting to it now. We got to a weird stage in Ozark last night. One of my favorite TV shows, but there is a woman on that show
that is hard to look at.
She looks like she's in her 80s, but might be 50.
She's an older blonde white, so it's like you don't know, right?
Yep.
I mean, I could find out, but they're doing this storyline. I mean, do we spoil her or not? I don't know.
This isn't really a spoiler alert.
Oh, okay.
She's making out with this. She's fucking this young dude.
Yeah.
That doesn't really tell you who it is or whatever, right? So I've not seen a young dude. What?
She's 68.
Yeah,
bro.
I told you.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, BT Dub, when she actually wears makeup and tries, is very attractive. You know, is like a good-looking older lady.
You're kidding.
Oh no, and you can kind of tell, like, she's got fake boobs. You know, she's like.
In the show, she looks like a handbag from the late 40s. That's how weathered she is.
Yeah, and it's scary for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Like, she looks evil,
So to see her make out with a dude who is clearly 20 years old.
If not younger.
If not 18.
Yeah.
I almost vomited everything inside of my system all over the bed when we were watching it. And now, the sick part of me now is just waiting for more fuck scenes of them. Remember I told you last night, I was like, you
want it?
Time for a fuck scene.
He's 21.
He's 21.
He's 21 right now.
Yeah.
Would that fly if it was a guy?
What do you mean?
And a girl?
Yes, it would.
A 68-year-old and a 21-year-old on TV right now?
It used to fly in Mad Men with Slattery, John Slattery.
Slattery wasn't that old.
How old is he?
I'll fucking tell you.
John Slattery age.
I'll fucking tell you right now. There's no way. Go ahead.
Yeah. Who's going to get this first? John Slattery age. 57. There we go.
He's 57 now. So Mad Men, he was what, 50?
That was 6 years ago. So yeah, he was 51.
51 is a lot different than 68. But anyways, so a 68-year-old and a 21-year-old. Think about that right now.
A 47-year-old
on TV.
difference. Yeah. Making
On
out
TV.
hard.
Making out hard.
And
Do you know what I'm saying?
The best was after they were done fucking, the kid rolls over and he's like, "Oh, that was amazing." And she goes, "Well, I do have some experience," in an old lady voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
Picture watching your grandma have sex on screen, your G-ma getting railed out on screen.
It was a lot of that.
Apply that to your real life mentally.
A lot of that. Yeah.
Whew. Crazy, right?
Yeah. So
either way, the sick part of me now, because of how far we've gone through the queue and everything, now I'm waiting for more of those scenes. And I even nodded to you last night. I was like, "Oh, there they are.
here we go.
Time for a beach scene. Let's see a beach scene now." Like, I haven't seen one of those.
Dude, she's 8 years older than. Remember the first guy that was her husband?
She's
older,
She's like
cool.
7 years older than my mom, dude.
That cool. The first guy with that voice
Yeah.
that she killed.
Yeah.
8 years older than him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dang.
Oh yeah. So, it's great though. If you haven't watched this season of Ozark or haven't watched that show in general on Netflix, it's amazing. We've only got 2 more episodes left, and I'm amped for it. And God damn it, man, it's one of the most intense shows. I haven't felt that tense watching a show since Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And it's very similar. It's a husband and wife, and they get kids, and
Yeah, and they're like breaking the law for the good of their family, right? So there's always that like cut, or else they're going to be killed, right? Mm-hmm. But then there's always the same with Breaking Bad. There's that feeling of like, now we're starting to like it. Being bad, right?
Yeah.
Like it started out like they were so scared they would never do anything like this ever.
Yeah.
And now they're fucking pros.
Yeah.
I love it.
Same.
Bateman's back.
Bateman is back. No reason to have pregnant police officers, though, in all these fucking Bateman vehicles. I don't know what the fucking message is with that.
I don't know what it is.
Strange. I know we talked about it.
They always
Drinkin
get
Bros,
shot.
Weird. I always get shot.
He must have like seen it somewhere and was like, dude, no, you're going to get shot.
Yeah.
He must have seen one. You know what I mean?
I don't
And been
know,
like,
man.
dude, that is not cool. That is
Gnarly.
not safe or something, right?
Gnarly. Whatever you want to say about it. Look, kids, we got some sponsors who pay for this whole fucking show to be on the air. The other thing about it is, Jobless, you have a visual crime corner here today because we're going live on YouTube every day.
Uh-huh.
You have a visual crime corner. I don't know what it is. Alec has been laughing about it. Jamie's been laughing about it. I don't know what this is. So we're going to watch this live on air. And you guys are going to get, the audience is going to get to see it, right?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So they're going to get to see this crime corner. So stay in with us here because I don't know what this is. And I'm amped for it. But first, obviously, GhostBed.com/Drinkin Bros. That's our main sponsor, our main bitch.
Main.
25% off everything in the entire store. And they're giving away 2 free pillows with the mattress. Best deals on the planet there. Look, man, they've got a 36-month pay-as-you-go program, no interest. Papa Trump has been dishing out checks. Like I had 4 or 5 listeners hit me up last night and say, "Hey man, my fucking money went through."
Dude, that's crazy.
$20 a month if you want to sleep in comfort because we might be stuck inside for a while, and for all this shit. And again, all of these deals are applicable with that 36-month pay-as-you-go program.
Yeah.
Might as well do it in comfort, and that adjustable base is 50% off right now. Amazing, man. Shout out to GhostBed for doing it, man. That's a big savings. Next up, we got Keeps.com/revolution. Keeps the hair you got. So it's KEEPS.com/revolution. Talked about them a few months ago and started to see a bunch of my friends using it. And I was like, I'll get in the game on this one. I'll use it for you. They hit me up and they were like, look, we'll do something with your audience. 30 days free trial. You can try it. And it'll help you. 90% of the people, it helps them fucking either regrow hair or keep all the hair you have. And in your 30s, fucking shit helps.
Yeah.
30s and up. And but if you're clean bald, it's not going to do anything for you. But I'd start it now. If you're getting in on it, I'd use it till the end of the year. It's free. It's free trial. Go to keeps.com /revolution and try the 30-day trial. I've been using it. I like it so far, so we'll see. See what happens at the end of the year. I'm amped. I'm amped about it. Next up, we got StrikeforceEnergy.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Shabloinkers.
Lasts longer than 5-hour energy. Tasty, tiny little tin pouch right here you see in my hand. Rip it open and squeeze it into any liquid available. Ooh. And you can get fucking juiced all day long on this stuff. 4 amazing flavors: grape, orange, lemon, and orange, which is in my hand right here. The orange. And you got a 10-pack, 40-pack, 750-milliliter bottle. If Brooke is still in here, ask Brooke about how great this shit is.
She knows.
She's still in the message board here. This is it right here, kids. Same boxes you get at 7-Eleven, same boxes getting shipped to your house. Your dinglings ain't getting dirty. Because I know a lot of times, they just send you stuff in a bag and you pull it out and you get your dangling all dirty. Not this time, This stays in a box.
With energy stuff?
Always with energy stuff. You just get your danglings all dirty. Just scrapes on it. Scrapes on I scraped it on the counter. I got some energy drink all over my ding-dong. Go to StrikeforceEnergy.com today. Type in the promo code REVOLUTION, 20% off. They get a subscription of the month club, and that's what we have. I've had it for 4 years now. I get a 40-pack every month. Big deal. Humble brag. But also it's cheap as shit. So it's great. Last but not least, we got StraightRazors.com, Jabes.
Ooh, that's a clean cut. Smooth. Oh, you right?
Oh, boy.
Did I get you?
You got me.
Did I get you through?
You got me.
Wake up, people.
Yeah.
Time to wake up.
Jessie's voice is brought to you by China. No. That's what? We've got a new sponsor for Jessie's voice now. It's China. They're trying to improve relations with the United States. They're hiring blonde whites to do Asian accents. That is part of this now. We're trying to heal China.
If they
as
wanted
well.
to bridge any gaps, if they wanted to build any bridges, they would start with me, I think.
Yeah, China.
Beloved by everyone.
Yeah, it's not racist.
Me.
The virus comes from China.
Beloved.
Beloved me. Jessie Wiseman. Jessie Ghostafian Wiseman.
I could say anything.
You can.
I should have a cult, don't you think?
Yes, you would be great at a cult.
Oh, it'd be so good.
Really,
Except
really
for
great at a cult.
one person would say something and I'd be like, actually, that's a good idea. And then I'd start following them. You know what I mean?
Actually, let's spin this. You'd be great in a cult. In a cult, not running it. I'd be great at a cult.
So you would be running the cult?
Yes. Real good at that. Real good at that.
I would not be.
Talking people into fucking... Do you have the ferret today? What, sir, you're such a level 2. You've got to have a ferret in a fucking shoebox with pencil marks popped in the top of that fucker so it can breathe. It's got to have a habitat. I want to see grass. I want to see rocks. I want to see some life with this. Now, don't forget your ferret tomorrow, Tommy. You would do it. I'd be great at it. I'd be great at running a cult. All the weird sex shit. Hanging myself.
Mm-hmm. It's always sex stuff.
Always it leads to sex stuff where it's just like, hey, time for you to put on the rubber witch's finger. We're doing some weird sex stuff tonight.
Yeah.
And at straightrazors.com, that can increase your sex stuff. You can shave up different weird parts of your body. Some people are shaving weird things under their bushes to keep it interesting these days.
Are they?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Go to straightrazors.com.
Some people aren't shaving at all.
At all. That's true. I've seen that as well, where they're just like, fuck it.
Well, that's one of the perks of quarantine.
Sure is. But if your place is sold out of razors and all that other bullshit, go to straightrazors.com. Best in the biz. They'll ship everything right to your house. Promo code REVOLUTION, 20% off. Big savings. All right, Japes. All right. Let me stretch out here. Let me loosen up for what we're about to get into here with this crime corner.
Oh, we're going right into it.
Because I can't wait. You guys have been
I mean, look.
playing little titty games behind my back all morning. And like,
see, this I told you.
I want to know what this is.
So whatever. It's not a huge deal.
Crime corner.
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 Okay. So, skeptic of world being round dies in California rocket crash. So in March,
Wow. Is that real? Is this real?
it is real, and I have video.
Okay.
Hughes propelled himself. Oh no, let's see. So here we go.
Yeah. You
It's in
got nervous.
Barstow, California.
Oh, of course it's in Barstow.
Of course it is.
How many times have we been through Barstow
I
this time
love.
of year?
Well, I've been to that one gas station. Every time. Yeah. They have great little muffins, very moist. A California man who said he wanted to fly to the edge of outer space to see if the world is round has died after his home-built rocket blasted off into the desert sky and plunged back to Earth. So Mad Mike Hughes, mad in quotations.
Of course.
Mike Hughes was killed on Saturday.
Okay.
Waldo Stakes, a guy that was there with him, said that Hughes is 64 years old. Died on the scene.
Okay, hang on. So I read this story.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I did not know the reason for it was to prove that the Earth
Was flat.
Holy shit. I just thought it was like a daredevil thing of like, all right, cool. I'm going to
Well,
do
he
this.
does do a lot of stupid stuff. So it was always his dream to do this launch. He also has done the longest limousine ramp jump.
Yep.
So he jumped 130 feet
On a limo?
in a limo.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. He
In
should have died.
2002.
Yeah, he should have died then.
Yeah, exactly.
Bought himself an extra 18 years for that one.
Right. And then he also propelled himself about 1,800 feet into the air, and his parachute deployed, and he landed in the Mojave Desert and hurt his back. And he was talking to a reporter. The reporter said, or he said to the reporter, this thing wants to kill you in 10 different ways. This thing will kill you in a heartbeat. This was before he did this shit again.
Sure.
So, anyways. So I think we should play the video.
That's it. Do we have the actual video of this guy dying?
Yeah. So
Great. Even better. Why are you dancing around it? I want to see this fucking shit. There we go. There we go. Oh, man.
Okay, now you're gonna have to look on your screens, you guys.
Yeah. Ooh, there he goes up in the
And
air.
you see that parachute just got cut right off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so no more parachute, and we all know that now. And then here he comes. You'll see him past the clouds.
Oh, boy.
And there we go.
Yeah.
So
I like the people screaming out, "Oh no!" What the fuck did you think was going to happen? So I've never seen this video. Looking at this contraption and everything that's going on right now, oof! I'm gonna watch this on replay here real quick, and because we're on a 40-second delay, which is great for me and the audio listeners. My God, man, he is just coming to the ground like a fucking bullet.
well, the parachute got severed immediately. And 64, he's been doing this for years.
I realize I shouldn't be laughing at this guy plunging to his death, but like, if you're watching the video show, he looks like he made it with shit that was left over in his garage. This fucking rocket.
It was a homemade
Oh boy.
rocket for sure. And it's really like a matter of minutes, you guys, when he goes up and just comes right back down.
Oh, that's so great. God damn it, man. It was worth it, kids.
They said it was like 10
all of you guys.
feet up,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm going to go one by one. Jamie, Alec, Jessie, I'm proud of you guys for not showing me that. I wanted to watch that live on air, and that's amazing. That fucking idiot.
I know. And
How did he think he would get to space? It wasn't even close.
he was going to get to a level where he could see.
I understand that. But
Sure.
that's past, I think it's past 30,000 feet.
Yeah, and most people
Do you know how cold
that
it
for
is,
sure.
too?
Yeah. Most
He
people
wasn't
know
even
that.
wearing the right equipment for something like that.
Yeah.
Who said,
And there was a
man,
bunch
go
of
for
people. There was a bunch of people around there.
It. Yeah. bunch of people watching this
He
shit.
had a colleague with him that was like, "Go for it, bud."
People are asking on the message board right now. So is it really confirmed he's dead? Yes, he is dead.
Yes, he is dead.
He's dead, man.
He is dead. Yes.
Oh boy. And then Rick Abend. No, you should be laughing at his death. Yes, I am. Holy shit, man.
He said before with his first jump where he hurt his back, he said, "My story really is incredible. It's got a bunch of storylines, the garage built thing. I'm an older guy. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Plus the flat earth thing.
Yeah.
The problem is it brings out all the nuts," he says.
Yeah, it does.
Not that he's one.
Nope, not at all.
No. But everyone else that came out was a weirdo.
R.I.P., brother.
R.I.P. Mad
R.I.P..
Mike Hughes, right? Mad Mike?
I just want to know
Mad Mike, yeah.
who is screaming out in the background. No, don't do it.
Yeah, because that should have happened before.
Before.
Yeah.
You saw the contraption that he was trying to fire himself into
Sure.
space with.
Sure.
And I can tell you this. You were not going to make it, my man.
No, and
Not even close.
I think maybe they thought it would be a repeat of what happened when he tried this before, which is, he comes down in his makeshift parachute and hurts himself a little bit.
Oof.
But when that parachute gets just completely cut off second one,
My God, man.
the whole rest of it is a ride to your death.
It's great, though. It's so good.
Anyways, so that's a fun thing. That's a fun thing, huh?
It sure is, Jessie.
It sure is.
It sure is. Man, that brought a lot of joy to my cold, dead heart today.
Did
and I
it?
appreciate it. It did.
Great.
Really did. And I appreciate all of it. My God, man. I'm still in shock by that. It's the way they cut the video off, too, where it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, they
oh.
don't. I think at that point
You
what
do.
happens.
You do know at that point, but it's
You at least
still
get to
great.
Yeah, you at least get to see what he looks like passing the clouds down to the,
Yeah.
That's it. It's it. It's done.
It's so good. So fucking good. I want to read you something that isn't good, by the way. You remember Jameel Hill? We did an episode. Motherfucker, this is breaking news, dude. God damn it.
What?
Bill Withers died. Son of a bitch.
Bill Withers?
Son of a bitch, man.
Is that Happy Gilmore guy?
Not even close, Jessie.
Okay.
One of the greatest singers of all time.
Oh, okay.
But God damn it, man. I watched a doc on him a long time ago, man. Probably, I love any music doc.
Uh-huh.
So Bill Withers, by the way, ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Okay.
Had one of the greatest voices of all time. I talked about him in the show. We were talking about the top rock voices of all time. And I was like, yo, Bill Withers is super underrated.
Yeah,
Lean on Me. Saying Lean on Me.
yeah.
Like, fuck, man. Lovely Day. Because you know it's got lovely day.
That's all I know.
Damn,
Just
dude.
the two of us.
Damn, how did he die?
Use me.
Well, he was
Till
81.
you use me up.
He died of a heart attack. Good. All right. Okay. He's 81. I mean, not that it's crazy shocking, but anyways, no, I mean, for real. Like, he's 80. That's a great life.
No,
I'll never make it to 81.
Guess was
Coronavirus?
no,
What was it?
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just really glossed over that. Who am I thinking of? Bill Withers? Who am I thinking of?
No. No.
Who am I thinking of?
Don't know.
For Happy.
Bob Barker.
Nope.
No.
No.
There is no form of character in Happy Gilmore that is Bill Withers. Yeah.
No. You guys, everyone at home is screaming.
I'll tell you what. You look it up. I will tell this Bill Withers story.
I will.
I watched a doc on him. I love every music doc. I'm a junkie for that shit. You name it, I've seen it across the board. I watched one on Bill Withers, and he was a guy that, at the time, he's one of the greatest male vocalists of all time, and then he just quit. He just stopped singing, didn't do interviews, didn't do anything.
Carl Weathers.
Carl
Sorry.
Weathers. Oh, boy. That is Apollo Creed, man. I can't even, Jessie, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you If Apollo Creed would have died, motherfucker, you would know it, dude. Bill Withers? Carl Weathers. Oh, not all black people's names sound alike.
Why do you do a show with me?
Yeah. For this?
Do you know what I mean?
For this?
Oh, yeah.
To hear Carl Weathers? Oh, you mean the...
But what I loved was you guys were like, there's nobody. There's nobody that could even be close. There's no one that's even possibly close to that.
There isn't.
Carl Weathers is a black guy.
Carl Weathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
No.
who are we talking about?
Bill Withers.
Okay, so I'm sorry. It's not like it's so far off.
The guy who got his hand bitten off by the
Yes,
alligator
but it's
in
not
Happy
like
Gilmore.
It's not like so far out of the realm of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh God, who in the hell could you possibly even be thinking of? Oh, someone that the name sounds almost exactly the same.
Oh boy, not even close, James. Super racist on your part. No, but
Withers.
with Bill Withers, man. So I watched this doc on him, and he just left. He just retired and just said, "I'm all done, and I'm not doing anything anymore." And everybody was like, "What? I don't understand." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I had a great career, and I'm finished." Walked away, no fanfare, no nothing. And they've been tracking him down for years because a voice like that doesn't go away.
Right.
He had one of the greatest voices of all time. He could have recorded shit. He was just like, no, that was it. I'm all done, and walked away.
He could have done movies like
Anything.
Adam Sandler stuff or like.
Nope.
Do you know
nope,
what I mean?
Definitely not Adam Sandler stuff.
He could have though.
Different.
Do you know what I
guy
mean? If we're just saying
together.
like, no, I know. If we're just saying like stuff he could have done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
What was the character name in that Chubbs? It was Chubbs, right? Yeah, Chubbs. Chubbs lost his fucking hand in Happy Gilmore. No. But yeah. So the oddest thing about him was he was one of the best, and he just stopped doing it. And it was just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And they tracked him down, and he was just like, look, man, I had a family, wanted to raise them, and just did not want to sing anymore. And you're just like, huh? It's strange. Whereas you have somebody like Celine Dion.
Oh, that
God
just
damn
will
it.
not
You
go
cannot
away.
stop her from
You
singing.
can't stop her from singing. Every question that she answers on the red carpet, interviews, otherwise,
Is a song.
is the song. Ah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Anyways, I was about to hop into this Jameel Hill story. She we did a whole show called Fire Jameel Hill when she was on ESPN. Mm-hmm. She's just one of the worst humans on the planet. And I saw, again, man, we talked about this yesterday. For whatever reason.
Stubbs. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's not Chubbs? That's Stubbs?
Yeah, way off, dude. God, how
Damn.
fucking dare
I
you?
haven't seen that movie in 20 years.
How dare you? So far, Chubbs, Stubbs, they don't even sound anything alike.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie in a long time. I'll admit that. That's why we wouldn't even attempt it. But with Jameel Hill, anyways, we did this story called Fire Jameel Hill. She was a host on SportsCenter. The most miserable fucking bitch on the planet. And when she got fired, I was just like, oh, thank God this worked. So Robert Kraft yesterday, we told the story.
Yeah.
Owner of the Patriots sent his private jet over to China to get 1.2 million masks to bring back for healthcare workers here in the United States.
Yeah.
It was a great thing, right? We joked about Kraft getting a handy, but that was about it, right?
Sure.
It's a great move, and more rich people like that should do that shit.
Yeah, we didn't actually think he did, and even if he did, who cares?
Who cares? I don't care if
was
he got
like,
jacked off on that plane. It'd have been awesome.
It was a call to arms of like, hey, people have jets sitting in their hangars right now. You rich asses, let's use them. And he did.
1.7 million masks, by the way. I want to correct myself here, because that's a big difference of 500,000 masks, right? So she was trending last night, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What could she, like, sports is shut down. What could she possibly say during this? Mm-hmm. She goes, this is where I remind people that Robert Kraft is friends with Donald Trump and gave to his campaign. It's incredible that the Kraft family is doing this, but hope they understand their money helped empower their friend.
Sorry?
It's like, what? So that's what you got out of the Kraft family sending a private jet over to China and bringing back 1.7 million people, is that he's friends with Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck if he's friends with Satan himself. You want to send your fucking jet over to help bring back masks for healthcare workers? I am all for it. I don't give a shit how dirtbag of a human you are. I don't give a shit if Carol Baskin sent her fucking private jet over to China to bring back 1.7 million masks. I am fine with it. I don't care if she said, hey, she walked up to the steps of the plane and then looked back at all the reporters and said, I killed my husband. You don't have to look for Don. He's dead. I fed him to the tigers. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab 1.7 million masks and come back here.
We'd take
it in a heartbeat.
So, but what she's saying is that by doing this, he's helping the president?
Yes.
How does that help him?
Who knows? The mask.
By helping people,
by helping people, it helps
Well,
Trump.
then might as well not help anybody, Jamil.
Exactly. So, again, this was her
anyone,
tweet. This is where I remind people that Robert Kraft is friends with Donald Trump and gave to his campaign. It's incredible the Kraft family is doing this, but hope they understand where their fucking money went to. I just replied, this is the point where I remind people that Jamil Hill got fired from ESPN for her opinions on politics. Now, already that's going to 1,100 retweets on my Twitter. I did not want to see Jamil Hill in my fucking timeline at all. I don't know what it is that the worst people, as soon as I open up the screen, that's why I send like so much fucking hatred tweets back. Like if you just roll through my tweets, it's the worst shit of all time. Because it's all I'm flooded with all day long is this negative bullshit from assholes like this. Like, man, I'd love to throw Jamil Hill in the middle of the fucking coronavirus, just the hot spot. Just let her walk down Skid Row in Los Angeles, unmasked, and then tell me if once you get the coronavirus, how you feel about it, and whether or not we should be sending people over to get masked.
Right, but then you can be like, when they offer you like a ventilator or a mask or something at the hospital, you'll have to not be able to take it because it's. Let me remind you, Jamil, that Robert Kraft got these. Mm-hmm. So you actually can't get them. Sorry.
Sorry about it. Sorry.
This is where I remind you that you're going to die. No, I'm saying if you get the coronavirus, then you have to go to a hospital and they don't have a ventilator or a mask or anything for you.
It's just crazy to me. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely crazy.
I'm just confused as to if she's saying that anyone that helps right now is ultimately helping the president or helping each other. Can't really tell how she actually feels about all of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't really fucking care.
That doc is now trending, by the way, on Twitter. Still Bill is the name of it for that Bill Withers doc. Where it's just like, it's not the most exciting doc in the world, but you know, it's a weird story like of how brilliant he was, and then just to stop altogether. But you are someone that will sit and watch a 4-hour Tom Petty doc. So yeah, and look,
you're a little different.
I'm usually honest about it. Afterwards, like, man, I just had this conversation with somebody else where they were asking me about rock docs, and I was like, the Clapton doc. They brought up the Clapton doc on HBO. Dude, it was 4 hours, and it was so goddamn boring that it was like.
Well, I don't love a documentary that only uses sound bites. That's why I couldn't get into the Ted Bundy tapes because I can't only hear. Otherwise, it's a podcast to me. Yeah. Like, I don't need to see like pictures being like, you know.
I understand that.
Right? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I can hear. I would like to hear it as a podcast. But basically, with the Eric Clapton one as well, it was just his audio over pictures, and none of which I haven't seen before. So it's kind of like, you know. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be a visual documentary. If you only have audio, like, make a fucking badass, you know, like 8-part podcast doc. Like, I'm here for that.
Yeah. There's been a few others that you're just like, come on, man.
As far as like that kind of documentary.
Yeah, I hate those. I hate those.
Yeah.
I hate
Ted Bundy one too.
The shitty stock footage and
leave all that shit to fucking ID channel and forensic files.
And when they only get the rights, they can only license the rights to like 3 photos. So they just do slow push-ins on them over and over again.
Yeah, different effects, editing effects on the same photo. Yeah. I think that was the Dateline thing where it's like, you won't get killed if you have more than 3 photos of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
Because that's all they're going to use.
Yeah. It's one of those things, man, where it's hard. It's hard to make a good doc, you know, I feel. You really have to track these motherfuckers forever.
Man. For sure.
That's why the Tiger King thing works so well, because you could tell they were tracking him for 10 years at that point, you know?
Yeah.
So, you've got to go.
Yeah.
You got to have a lot of footage of these people. And I think what has happened now recently, especially with documentaries, is everybody loves them, so they're racing to make
through them. So they spend maybe like a month with people. The people that are in the documentary or the subject of the documentary kind of know that that's what's happening. So it's very, you don't get the thing of like Joe Exotic, for example, where like he just... he thought it was a reality show. He thought he was going to be famous. There's a whole nother... Mostly what you want in documentaries and what you can feel. So everyone wants the jinx, right? Like, so everyone wants that moment at the end where it all switches or in the middle, like where you're making one kind of documentary and then boom, something happens and it like shifts you. So they almost like try and do it on purpose or... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
try and shift the narrative to something else that doesn't really work. But
my favorite ones are when they catch people in the middle of their moments where they're on the verge of exploding or something crazy is about to happen, and it's like, oh man, like that. I'll still always go back to that Lil Wayne doc that is now taken down. Everybody's asked, they took it down. I know he's sued and was unhappy with shit or the producer, his cut of it, whatever it was. They took it down. I'm trying to see if I still own it. I wish I could just put it up illegally. But that was in the middle of his moment of like, oh shit, the album's about to come out. He's recording all these his best songs ever.
Oh, okay.
I love those. The ones with Netflix. Now here's where Netflix gets lucky. What was the Rajneesh, what was the name of that one?
The Wild Wild Country.
Wild Wild Country. And with this now Tiger King thing is there was footage for years. It was probably shopped. Documentaries weren't big at the time. They are now.
Right.
And now they're pulling these out of the basement and being like, yo, we have endless footage on these people. We can chop this up however we want it and make a killer doc.
And that's kind of what happens with HBO as well. And Netflix. Yep. So there's all these people out there right now making documentaries.
Yes.
And if HBO picks up whatever footage you do have, then they give you the money to make it fucking badass, right? So that's the best ones. Not like the ones that they're just making right now or like a Serena Williams. Like it's okay. It's shot great, but like it's these people that have been like, they have all this weird footage and they thought they were going to make this documentary themselves and then they needed to, or HBO got it or Netflix got it and finished it for them, if you will. Yeah,
and because you need it. Those edits on those are brutal because you have hundreds of hours of footage and it's like, man.
Yeah, that isn't a documentary. Like there are so many other things that go into it as far as like how you frame it, how you edit it, like music, like all these things that you can't get on a low budget. And when you see a like PBS style documentary, you're like,
yeah,
I'm out. Like all of a sudden, as soon as it starts and you see that lettering or you see that first thing, like you're done.
Yeah.
You're out of it.
Man, I'm going to try to, I think somebody just put it up illegally here. This Lil Wayne doc. Yes, dude, they did. So, dude, it's on here. If you look up on YouTube, it's just, I love the genius behind it. They just named it Lil Wayne Documentary 2010. So there's a new one. Somebody's ripped this. Somebody got 600 views right now. Watch this one. That was one of my end all be all favorites of like catching somebody in a moment where you were like, oh shit, they were about to explode to superstardom around the world. The other one that I really liked was Kings of Leon.
Yeah, that one was great. It was just like shot beautifully and like so cool.
Something to Valhalla.
You get all that music too. The Avett Brothers ones I like a lot too.
Judd Apatow did that one.
Yeah.
So that one's a good one, but it's hard to catch people in a moment. Hillary tried to do it with that doc on Hulu, where they'd filmed everything and then magically
they didn't film everything.
They didn't have the footage from the day that she was supposedly going to get elected. I don't know why they had that footage.
Oh,
it's that footage is the same place. She goes, they weren't filming that day. Yes, they were.
You
Hillary.
bet your fucking ass they
yeah,
were.
that
you
footage
liar.
Is the same place that Epstein is right now.
That's a love letter from Hillary to Hillary.
Yeah.
So have fun with that documentary. I mean, it's whatever.
If
whatever.
you're a Hillary Clinton fan, congratulations. It's great for you, but
Well, if you're a Hillary Clinton fan, you already thought all that stuff anyways. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Like you're tone deaf to all the rest of the shit anyways. So it doesn't really matter.
Is there a doc out there that people should be watching that they're not, that you've seen? Because you watch all this shit without me. So, and not in a bad way. I some of these I can't get into. Like you were watching something where some Indian dude got murdered and it was all in another language, and I was like, bro, I can't.
Well, I mean, if you have HBO, I think it was HBO. They did that the I Love You Now Die series of that girl that killed her boyfriend with the text message.
Oh shit.
That one was very interesting. And even if you know the whole story, it's just a different...
I know that story, but I didn't see that doc. It was good?
Yeah. It's just a different... You really see all different sides of it.
Was it a movie or like a series?
It's a documentary series. I think there's 8 of them, maybe something. Or it might have been a full movie. But what they're doing is like a true crime series in HBO.
That was the girl
documentary
who
style.
told her boyfriend to kill himself through text messages, right?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts afterwards?
I mean, I think she's a disturbed girl, but I don't know. I think they were very toxic with each other. I think is what you get from it.
Got it.
Is like this whole game of like, I'm going to kill myself. No, you should do it. Da, 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 was going on for so long, and they kind of like liked it a little bit.
Got it.
So I'm not sure if she really thought
that he would do
was going to.
Well, she's
because
out
then
now,
you
right?
go, no, she's in right now.
Oh, she's still in
but
prison?
not for that much longer. I don't think. I think she got, I forget, maybe 10 years.
Oof.
She definitely got convicted. Like she's full on.
That's
like
a long time,
yeah. She's full on in jail for her until she's an adult, I guess is how to put it.
Okay.
Netflix documentaries. Dirty Money.
Dirty Money's good?
Yeah, it's it kind of goes through all of the biggest scams that ever happened.
Oh shit, is that the one you were watching?
Yeah, I don't want to say that one
One of
because
my
he's
friends
like
in
our
it?
friend. Yeah, but there was the Wells Fargo one. If anyone had Wells Fargo during that time of their fucking bullshit, you remember that? 'Cause I did.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really good because there are things that you're like, oh my god, I fucking remember that shit.
Yeah.
As far as big corporations just scamming people,
For sure.
it's done really well. I don't know.
All right. Cool. Fuck, man.
Tell Me Who I Am. Tell Me Who I Am is a really good one.
What's that one about?
It's about that twin brothers that one of them got into a motorcycle accident and lost all of his memory from that point back. And the brother had to tell him his whole life, but he told him only good things.
Oh,
and didn't
yeah.
tell him, like,
I heard about that.
all the shitty, like, hardcore shit that happened to him. So he, like, got to live this great life, but found out that he didn't actually really know the truth. So it's them when they're older finally confronting that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, actually, to
is
be
crazy.
honest with you. But I don't know. I can go on and on.
Good. Somebody's saying Jabel's list to Down the Hill. I don't know what Down the Hill is.
Huh? List to Down the Hill.
Yeah.
Jabel's list to Down the Hill.
So it's I guess the documentary's called Down the Hill.
Down the Hill. Oh, okay.
Peep it.
On Netflix. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool,
by the way,
cool.
rate the show on iTunes, please. Just give it a 5-star and a one-liner review. The advertising agency wants all of that, and it's really super helpful for us. Please do that. Before we get out of here, since we are going live every single day throughout the quarantine, we're going to give you guys some shouts out here. Chris Beerworth, Christopher Carlock, some of the homies are always on here together.
Oh, dude, we have all of them. We have Richard
Danoff,
Danoff. We have Craig Dulesky.
Safety First Medical.
We have Nico the Greco, which
Nico the Greco's
I don't know
new,
if
and
we
I like
ever
him,
call.
dude.
He's not new. He's been in here pretty much the whole time, and I always see the name and I love it.
Yeah.
But I've never met you, Nico the Greco. I've met,
Sure.
I've met pretty
Michael
much
Hando is
everyone
always
else.
in here. And
I don't know who Michael Hando is.
I know because he's on Drinkin Bros a lot, and he's got one of the greatest usernames of all time.
Of course.
So we're giving them a shout out. Reed White, Preston Bellows. He says that little peep doc was good. You watched it without me. Where's that at so I can watch it and try to catch back up on that?
Netflix.
Motherfucker, dude.
Netflix.
The only docs I love are like rock docs and stuff like that, music docs, and you were like, nah, I just can watch it. No
it was on a plane.
No worries. I was on that flight with you. Even weirder.
No, I was meeting you. I was going to Austin.
Even worse.
Ruben, Safety First Medical, which always sounds weird calling that out, but hey.
It's a sweet name.
It's a sweet name, but
obviously Rick Bend, and yeah, man.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We're here every day live on YouTube between 11 and noon. So we usually start on our page here. It's Drinkin Bros podcast. We're all on the same network. So there was somebody who was pissed off. Was like, this isn't Drinkin Bros. No, it's not. We've got a bunch of shows on here now. So tomorrow will be Savage Saturday with Derek Whita. Drinkin Broettes is on here. Ross Patterson Revolution's on here. Drinkin Bros podcast is on here. Drinkin Bros Sports is on here.
Drinkin Broettes.
Drinkin Broettes. I already said that. But tonight, I believe at 2:30, we're doing a conspiracy episode that will air Sunday nights with John Brankus again. That guy was fucking rad this week.
He's awesome.
He's great. So I think he's coming on today, and we're going to try to record that for Sunday night's show at 8 o'clock, and then we'll air that live off this channel. Tomorrow, Derek Whita's show will be up at 11 a.m. That's in, right, Jamie? Savage Saturday?
There, Michael Hando is like, that's my real name.
Is it really?
You're like, he's got the greatest fucking username of all time. He's like, that's just my name.
That's just my name. Michael Hando.
Thanks.
Michael, I'm sorry. With that name, I'm
Hando.
sure you heard it all growing up. You got the Hando job.
We apologize.
Yeah, I bet you could use a Hando. I bet you've heard it all. But we love you, and thanks for being here every day. And look, we know you're out of content. We know you're bored. So the audio shows will go 5 days a week. They will drop right after the video shows go out. And then the video will be live every day from somewhere between the 11 and nooner area, depending upon how out of control our children are when we can get to the office.
Yeah.
So, but we're always between 11 and noon.
I'd like to actually know from you guys, like I get messages sometimes that are like, can you go at 11:30? Can you go at 12? Like,
yes.
I don't know what the best time is. It's sometimes between 11 and 12. You guys let us.
Yeah, it's kind of.
No.
Look, everybody's off and not working, so
for now, yeah. So it's like,
and I don't want to interrupt the news in the morning because
yeah.
There is important things going on, and usually the stock market opens at 9:30. And look, a lot of people are worried and they're watching the news and all that stuff. Right around that 11 to nooner hour is kind of where you're like, oh shit, what else is on? So that's kind of why we did this at this time. And then the audio show goes up right afterwards, and that is more or less for first. I think 50% of our audience is first responders and military. So it's like most of those guys are working, and then they're in the truck all day, and they're working overtime and stuff. So we're putting out episodes right afterwards in the afternoon. I think that works best for those guys. So that's what we're going to do through this. However long it lasts, we'll be here. Don't give a shit. But thank you for tuning in day in and day out. And thank you for the subscribing on iTunes and Spotify and all that other shit. The YouTube numbers will never be great. I can promise you that, simply because we have a shadow ban on this channel. We've had a lot of controversial guests over the years, and YouTube isn't having it. Don't really care. So we're here. You can always watch it whenever you want. But we love you. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I am Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Give LeBron James until about 5 p.m. today to put a TikTok up for Toosie for Drake's song, guaranteed. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.